Not a body, not a wick, not time, not an OTE model, not an ICT model. None of these things can give you the precision and accuracy and the true meaning behind every market the way that order flow does, right? This is a short example, but really I want traders to understand my overall thesis when it comes to using the ATAS platform. So the bid and the ask, because the market is an auction, right? Every auction has a bid and the ask. The market is no different. We use the delta to determine who is aggressive and who is passive, how many aggressive buyers and how many aggressive sellers there are. So if we can determine how many aggressive buyers and sellers there are, when we see aggressors that are failing to drive price higher, in this case, drive price higher, we know that there's more passive sellers than there are aggressive buyers. And this is what truly gives us the edge in determining whether a fair value gap is going to hold, right? Not a body, not a wick, not time, not an OTE model, not an ICT model. None of these things can give you the precision and accuracy and the true meaning behind every market the way that order flow does, right? So order flow gives you essentially the why behind every fair value gap, or the why behind every liquidity sweep. And it tells you where most of the market transactions are happening, right? So in this case, what's really interesting, if we read the next candle as price kind of broke below this level, what we're looking for, again, we're seeing that most of the volume is situated in the lower half of the candle. So when we see a dry up of volume, that means that there's less market participants, less aggressive buyers and sellers that are hitting the bid and the ask respectively. And so what that means is that there's less interest between buyers and sellers, right? When the volume decreases, it means that less market participants, buyers and sellers are interested in those prices, right? So this was at 60.78 and we see the volume increasing at 60.74. So the market is interested in lower prices, and we can only read that when we see the dry up in volume, and the dry up in volume is again part of order flow. So this is how I was able to kind of frame a short bias for the session, and the way I was able to do that was really just by reading the order flow.